Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here going to be bringing out a new save file. We have moved over to Lake Valley. Did just turn around and kind of start throwing in some tracks. So we do have a starting yard here. Have the roundhouse there, obviously, for when we actually get locos to get going. We do have one piece of track left here to lay in, and then we will get underway. I think we'll throw some firewood in here. Did go with the Montezuma, obviously, as you can see, for the starting loco. This time went with Betsy on the Pine Valley there, so we are going to go with Montezuma. No number on the plate there, obviously, as it is the starting loco. So that's going to be that for now. Quickly to be replaced, I am sure. We will come in here, grab the last of the track that we need. See if we can just run this bad boy over here. Alright, not gonna work. Gonna work, not gonna work. I have no idea. There we go. It linked. It worked. That's all we needed. We will come in here, probably clean up a few. That looks good. Not exactly. We'll get rid of that. We're just going to get rid of anything that's even remotely close. Not sure if I absolutely love the angle that this is coming out of here at, but we did just auto snap it, so we're just going to go with it for now and see how that works. Always down with trying to use the auto snap as much as possible. Oh, screech. That does not look chill coming out of there. Absolutely do not like the way that that looks. Okay, so we will get rid of that. We will come in and see what we can do. See what we can do that's better than that. Yeah, why that came off quite so yuck, I don't know. But we are definitely going to clean it up a little bit because that was just too ick. So there we go. That is going to move our line over a little bit, but whatever. I mean, a couple of trees here and there, not a big deal. Definitely taking out a few more than we needed to, but oh well. Let's get rid of these little ninja trees. Those are the thing. That is, Lake Valley map for sure. You got ninja trees and little rocks and all the rest of that stuff you do have to definitely look out for because they will bite your train for sure. So we are just going to blow back most of these just to keep it clean through here, and we'll try to run with that. I think that's a little more gradual of a turn and should be a little better than the auto click provided, that's for sure. So we'll just have to see now how that goes. We did turn around and get rid of the little sugar cane cars. Those things for logs are just not my cup of tea. Obviously, some people love them, some people don't. I'd rather just use the full-size cars when possible. We are going to use the auto couplers with this. See if we got anything going on. Looks like we should be ready to go. Suppose we still probably have a brake on there. So that's not going to help us go very far. Tender is low on water. Yep, no doubt. I am sure that the tender is low on water. Not that we really need any, but I guess we might as well chuck a little bit of water in this thing. Or at least we'll see how the stock lineup of everything works here. Sometimes these are not the greatest, so we'll just give it a shot here and see what we get. Alright, is that working? Yep, definitely working. Let's fill it up the boiler, so we will let the, we probably should have just backed this up. Well, we had to get some heat in it, but we will throw a little bit of water in there. I'm not going to worry about filling it. That can turn around and take quite a while. Obviously, at least the tower's full there. See if we can get a little bit of water going on here. These things do not fill super fast. If you want them to fill fast, I don't, you know, not that I advise, I guess, dropping 2 water towers, but, you know, something that always speeds it along. Nowadays, you can virtually stack them on top of each other, so you can have 2 in the same spot, make it look like it's just 1, but it will fill up twice as fast. You can always plop one on the other side there and get it to go. Just makes it go a little bit faster. This, at least this one is lined up nice, so that's a positive. Very easy to go. We're going to call that good. Should get us through our first runs here, get things underway. Stock location on everything, so I'm not exactly sure how this one's going to work. We are not going to do holding out at stations and stuff like that. We are going to mainly use yards. May end up with more than 1 yard. First whistle of the railroad. Get this thing moving. Rolling out. We are on a 10-hour day this time with the 7.5 minute night. So we're not going to change the night cycle. We did run out the day cycle to a 10-hour day. So that's going to be how that's going to work for this railroad. See how Montezuma gets this going. Stock industry layout, but we will be adding the other industries, so the gold chain will get added to this map for sure, so it's going to have everything in there. Will be the plan anyway. Alright, there we go. Moving along. 4 flat cars doing their thing there. Montezuma rolling right along. This one, a lot of the layout, at least at this point, is all subject to change. I know I haven't laid a layout on Lake Valley for long enough. It's kind of like a whole new thing, honestly. I had to remember where industries were and everything else. So it's going to be kind of like a first look almost at the railroad again, obviously with a little bit of memory thrown in there. But Lake Valley was not one that I did a ton of, so be interesting to see how the layout comes out this time. See if this, I know last time this, we did not put a loop in here. This is totally different. We'll have to see how it works coming around the edge of this hill here. Hopefully everything works. And we don't run into any problems. Looking good so far. I will take that. That's gonna work. I was gonna say, one of the most shoved in there loops I've ever done, but to be quite honest, it's just how I want this one to be at the start. Do not need logs to be a hassle. Obviously, it's a round trip run. You make a ton. Ooh, looks like we got a total lock up there with Monty, huh? Yeah, it sure does. So, note to self there, watch the old brakes on the Montezuma. Probably also means it's got better brakes than it should at the end there, so that's a positive, I guess. One can look forward to. think we can probably keep these trees there. We'll just have to see. Edging this forward. And there we go. Yeah, brakes definitely work there at 100%. So. Alright, drop the last of our logs there. Obviously, it's going to take us a hot minute to get things filled up and get going. Didn't want to spend all the money right off the bat. Probably could have bought 2 more cars. Did debate turning around and running the 6-car train right off the bat. We're just going to run the 4. Make sure everything works before we get it tied up with a lot of headache. Alright, kick that off. Let them know we are coming out. Montezuma, definitely not the acceleration beast. This thing is not like the 48. It's got a nice feel to it, acceleration, don't get me wrong. It is not a complaint. This one definitely comes out of the hole much slower than a lot of the other locomotives. Probably more realistic, to be real. As we get moving along, we will turn around and try to move back on the reverser there a little bit and see if we can pick up some speed. We'll have to keep an eye on switches, trees, ninja trees, and rocks, because we have really hoped that we got most of this stuff, but one never really knows until you run it. Alright, we have fire, we have water. We have everything we need. This came out nice and smooth, actually. Which is fine. This thing is not taking off. But then starting locomotives, you know, they never feel like they're going very fast either. So there you go. Montezuma not anywhere near as fast as the Ruby Basin or the ones we've been running on the other layout, so that's all probably part of it too. A lot of holding in there, should provide plenty. Have the 4 loco stalls. I don't know what we ended up with, 7 or 8 tracks, the caboose siding, all that kind of shoved in there for now. See if we can get this thing to accelerate any. Grab some more speed. Montezuma, not really a speed demon. It's not really a zooming. But at least it's going to get us underway and get us started here. I don't know that there's a big advantage to Montezuma versus Betsy. I think when it comes to pull-wise, they're about the same. I'd almost argue that Betsy tends to seem like it's pulling more. Montezuma obviously hauls a lot more wood, and I figure with having a little more distance on this one on Lake Valley than we do on Pine Valley, that we would turn around and go with Montezuma. It's kind of the thinking there for the start. See some of our track laid in, a lot of track already put in just for the single layout or the single drop. I suppose we will have to actually probably check a switch up here. Should be good. Looking good. Just kind of keeping things simple for the start of Lake Valley. Again, this one subject to a lot of change. I have no idea how much is going to change in this layout. I have a feeling quite a bit, because I have a feeling like I don't remember everywhere I need spurs or want leads headed off into at this point. So I have a feeling that a lot of things are going to change along the way. And we will be bringing this one into a rest. Maybe. Did obviously put the walkway bridge on here with the new wood tone. It's all a fresh build. Alright, lock that up there. Obviously nothing really in the bank or in the pond, if you will. Start getting this going. A little bit of money in the bank. Always rough to restart when you go to a new map, new layout. No, it'd be a lot of talk about people like wanting to be able to tie the maps together. So if you'd start here, you know, we'd still have the money and the locos that we had from the last one, which would not be a horrible thing. I'd look forward to that. It would be cool to have like a tunnel or something we could drive through to the other map or something, and just transition from one map to another, all in the same save. We'll just run this out of here. Did just go with low bridge here. Obviously, some people argue not realistic. Some people will say they had tons of this stuff where they had low bridge work over water and stuff like that. So, you know, who knows? It's the best way to do it. Just kind of went for the ease of travel here. Bringing everything back together, kind of work this along the shore. Kind of happy with the way that this line actually came out on the shoreline there. So far, we'll just have to see how things function, though. So one never knows until it actually all works. That's no bueno. Okay. There we go. At least we saved the day. Nothing came off. We did turn around and slam on the brake awfully hard there. Alright, what's the deal? There we go. Kill that. And hit the gas a little bit. Still need to put a bumper on here. This one's going to go off up to our mine, I think. At least tentatively, that's the idea there. Watch the switches. We do know we have one more switch up here in the swamp. If that were to do have a bump stop there. It's kind of our return line here. Hopefully this is chill enough that we're not going to run into any speed problems. Though I don't think with Montezuma we're going to run into any speed problems. This thing is not like it's... Ooh, there's a rock. Right up on the edge. Ooh. See, I obviously missed that rock. I would have taken that out for sure. Totally missed that one. At least it didn't hit the loco, so that's cool. But I won't be surprised if that hits one of the bigger, wider locos with wider stock. We'll just have to see how it goes. Crank this out, go for some speed. Puts us back up over 1,000 already. Not too bad. Not too bad. Obviously, when you delete the credit cards and you buy all new stock right off the bat, it drains your money down a little bit there. Did go with a few bridge chunks in here just to get us up out of the swamp. The muck and the mud. And then we kind of got back down to groundwork there. Do have to say the scenery on the Lake Valley map is super cool. It's kind of a, you know, trickier little place to lay track. Not so. It seems like everything is level and super flat, but obviously it's really very much not. So, not to say it is definitely not Pine Valley where you're up in the mountains. Alright, we get rid of that. We get rid of that. Go back there. Not gonna worry about the 2 cars too much. We're 4 cars there too much. We're just gonna assume they're gonna follow us along like they should. Suppose we might as well actually just scoot this out to the yard. We definitely have more runs to make. The pond is totally not full. Probably be making some station drops as well. I think we will just run this one along here. This solo tree, I think we're going to try to keep that. If that doesn't hit anything along the rail, we're going to try to keep it. This all just made everything super long just for extra holding area and whatnot. No point in running out of space. And then I think we'll bring that one. Yeah, look at that. They definitely work. But yeah, with that one, I guess we're going to call that the start for Lake Valley 2024. Nice look at Monty's light. Monty's actually got a decently bright light, much better than the Porter Type 2, I think. So that's a good thing. Anyway, but yeah, I think we're going to call that the simple start to the Lake Valley 2024 map. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.